Alright, we're on the draw and today we're playing the Dragons deck. We'll have Hidetsugu and Kairi, both Regents, the River one and the Scavenger one, and we use Roiling Dragonstorms to basically get extra value. Of course we have some control tools, so this is like a dragon control. We will have a lot of Behold exactly, as you can see. And alright, I'm not sure what the matchup is. We don't have target yet, but if they play a creature, which I really hope they will, Mardu and the Hive. Well, I wish I was on the play so I could counter it. Unfortunately, we are not good enough. Alright, I mean, we can try to play around it, but this is like literally the best case of this card, because you played it kinda against counter spells, but you have to be on the play. So our opponent got basically the best deal. But that's fine. We take it. They cannot attack because this was summoned on the same turn. And I mean, you can just pay 2. The second is scoreless, so don't take extra pain. And we don't need to show the dragon, which is something we don't really want to do, unless we have to. But this is the problem. So how do we go about it? Dragonstorm is nice if we want to play dragon, but I probably want to counter spell. Like, this is a little bit rough. Normally, all of this pressure would not happen. The board would be empty, or with like one 2-drop, and we could completely ignore it and just focus on the next cards. But with Hive, we are always falling more and more behind, and every few turns, told you, better counter it. Oh my god, this guy is like full anti-control. Like, those are the cards that are very bad against aggro and incredibly good against control decks. Alright, let's take the land. The next one will be untapped, so our next turn will be a bit more powerful. Let's go for the black mana, because that's probably what we will be using. We could go for Liliana. She also puts a lot of pressure on hand. I think I will cast Marang and try to bounce those. I think that's the play. Man, we actually will go for another swamp. Like, we want a lot of swamps for this deck. I cannot... So normally what would happen, I would just Duress or maybe Marang, and we would be more and more ahead. But here we actually are forced to react already. I think Liliana first is better. So the cool part about this play is that... moment. Yeah, we'll Duress later. The cool part about this play is that if they want to pressure Liliana, they kinda lose the poison because she cannot get poisoned, right? And this damage suddenly becomes a normal 1-1 with no ability. So we put them into a hard choice. I'm discarding first. Well, maybe I should Duress first, because they could discard a non-creature and they keep... I think they will keep non-creature, because the deck seems to be revolving around them. But, okay, I actually misplayed, so the opposite ordering in this situation would be better. I honestly expected, like, Forge, maybe Talents, Hives, this kind of stuff. And I didn't think they would discard the only non-creature, but yeah, I guess. And they're going face. That's the place. So we can also go for -2. So as you can see, if not this Hive on turn 2 that we couldn't counter because we were on the draw, all of this would not happen and basically would have free game. However, here it's a little bit different. I really want to play this Marang. So I think the best play, and let's go like this, I will take damage. Because we might discard it. Let's see what we'll draw. Okay, I have hope. Well, this is better. Oh man, I actually want all of those cards, but we can probably draw a land, right? And now, okay, we can clear the board fully. We go for 1. Man, we are trying to survive. And now we can go for a -2, finally clearing the board and resetting this abysmal turn 2. This card is literally the only problem for this whole game. Alright, with Marang we can get rid of the next 2 tokens and hopefully stabilize a little bit. We didn't hit the land. I can kill 1 creature, but that's it. Is there a chance we just draw cards? Oh man. I think we should. I think we should. Alright, I kinda hope that we'll draw. Let's go for this. Now we have Natural Island. We only have one on the deck, so let's care about it. And we now can make a counter spell play. Do I care about Lily? She can remove this, which is okay. We play Marang, we get this back, and we can start cycling. Yeah, I think this is better. It also prevents one of those creatures attacking next turn. So if they go for this, that's fine. They kinda not give up on the poison plan, but it lowers the pressure by a lot. Alright, alright. We know that they have split ups as the removal. We got the Forge, but we got the counter. That's why you keep those counter spells. As you can see, you really want to have those counter spells. Let's take 2 damage. And now we can start to get a little bit ahead, hopefully. Marang should be bigger than what they have. Let's go, Marang. I believe in you. You can reverse the game. Show them the true power of Tarkir. Hive is not amazing. This has depth. I think I will just reset the board. Like, we just need more time. Our deck is generally stronger. And I will keep this for discard in case we draw 2 non-lands. Or I guess 3 non-lands, because we also draw a card. So now they are kinda on the back foot for the first time. And oh, they are paying life for this Hive. Okay, let's first see the card. And let's see our options. We have a ton of good cards for this. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think we'll win. I think we'll win. We have, what, 5 mana? They cannot pressure us, and I can counter and card draw. So first we definitely swing. It's really tempting. It's really tempting to go for one of those cards. Because they will life... No, they are taking 1 damage. Okay, this is huge, because I can force them to take this lethal on the next turn, even if they have removal. They need 2 or 3 mana for removal, so right now they can cast 1 spell, I can counter it. That means this hits. Oh, but... Wait. Oh, they got 1 life gain from this. I counted that they're losing 1 life and they are gaining 1 life, but this one was on top. Alright. By the way, we can make a copy of Marang, but it's a little bit risky play. So if they tap out, I just play this, I make a copy, and we swing for 12. But they need to tap out for this. Scary stuff. I know I could block, but if they have removal, that won't work at all. And if we get the dragon, we also get the dragon. You can see how many synergies you can trigger with this deck. We can use counterspell to make a dragon. Okay. Sacrifice this creature. To target creature. They have... Man, they actually went to 6. They cannot make any tokens. Oh, they... No, they cannot. If they make this... Yeah, Oh, right, because they think that we don't have more. But this will be interesting, because I need to play it now if I want to go for lethal. We could also just... No, they will die at the upkeep, because they take 1 damage. We'll sweep the board. We need 2 mana on top of 2, so we need 4, and we have counterspell. I think this is guaranteed lethal. Man, what a game! Let's swing. Obviously. Get them to 1. And I mean, they're kinda dead. What do you do? Whenever another creature, so they can deal 3 damage. It's another, right? 3 or 5 if they play this. And if they play Helix, they can try to go for lethal. But we will counter it. So I think that's fine. Man, this game could not be closer. We just care about the life gain. We just care about the life gain. I think they are dead, as long as we have counterspell. So they should have some plan to prevent the lethal. That's fine. You sure, bro? Right? It's just 1 trigger. Oh, they are life gaining. Alright, but then they have no creatures. Alright. That's fine. Probably I should counter it. but they're not hitting Cliffa, and they still need to defend against this. And we still have this counterspell. Like, those plays are not game-ending. And when they finally get something that is game-ending, we have counterspell. There is a chance we will actually win without counterspell. Bro, that's how you play control. And we still have this. We don't have the dragon. That's a huge downside. And our opponent is indeed good at magic with 1-drop on the play. Let's go for Sewers. I think, bro, like on the draw 5-drop, I hope it sweeps the board. So, of course, we are a little bit behind because we had the wrong mana. We have only one island, but we unfortunately managed to draw it in the opening. But now, we can start doing stuff. So, the mouse is, of course, super annoying. I really hope for like a challenger or nemesis on this turn. If they don't have 2-drop, they should have the 3-drop. Okay. Man, this is great. They also use the Valiant trigger, so now Monstrous Rage doesn't protect it. I think this is a great removal. We just pay 1 extra, because we cannot double spell anyway. So we don't behold the dragon. And I can make only 1-drop right now. So they cannot pump it with Rage, because then it's 3-3 and it still dies. Doesn't deal damage because it got minus. And they indeed had Swift Spear. Alright, that's fine. That's something we can, you know, live with. So let's play the tap land on this turn. We cannot behold, right? It's not a dragon spell, not an omen spell, but it's from the dragon tribe. It should work, but it's fine. Let's see, we're at 16. Man, whenever I play against mono, right, it feels like I'm already like at 5 life, even though the game just started. This should probably be a counter spell, I think. Now we behold the dragon, because of course they can pay too. So they probably will dish some damage, maybe another challenger. So I think they have cards, they have tons of creatures, but they're not playing them. Monstrous Rage, go. This is not a big... Man, you know what's the funnest part about current aggro? Moment. Let's go with this one. I kinda can guarantee a kill here. And I think it's worth it. You know what? Let's behold the dragon. It's cheaper. We don't have a use for this mana, but it's still better. This cannot be used on non-creature spells, so it's not a land basically. And we can wait with Bitter Triumph, discarding this, or just play the Dragonstorm. But it's risky. I think I will just chill. The funnest part about current aggro is that Swift Spear. Every time I heard about this card, it was like, well, this is like super powerful, like older card that is just, you know, the best 1-drop. And right now, with all the new cards, this is probably their weakest 1-drop. All of the other cards are better. So when you get hit by Swift Spear, you actually don't care too much. But this is crazy. So let's go for the passage. I'm thinking about Hidetsugu, but I think we probably won't get to it, so let's just crack the Fabled Passage to get better draws. Alright. Interesting. I kinda want to go for Marang on this turn. So I probably play this. We also have the Reef, so if they attack by ground, it's not the biggest deal. They don't know about Bitter Triumph. If I wanted to play a dragon, I would go for the Dragonstorm. This is really good. This is really good because it draws them cards, and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, they actually messed it up. That means they probably have Monstrous Rage or something. I can take 2 damage. Yep, you need to go to 4-1, so even with natural card... Yeah, they have something. Do we want to go to 9? Now that we know that it's here. I still think we go with Triumph. And we will discard a card, because of course we are pretty low. I could go to 9, but I don't want to. And I really think they shouldn't have too many more creatures. I kinda want to cast this Marang, but you know, having a turn to cast a non-removal spell is just crazy stuff. So we go Fabled Passage. We crack it. I think playing Marang is a little bit better. I could just play Marang and try to, you know, play from there. That's not a bad strategy, and we can use the land to get more. We're not getting crazy value from this. And those are red creatures, so they will kill 6-drop like with no trouble, right? I think we just need some removal and counter spells, honestly. Which means we can just play this. I won't go for the Reef, I think. So this turn is pretty hard. There are a lot of viable scenarios. For example, you can hold mana for Reef, but you are not making too much progress. This is nice. I will go for the Throat. You can use the Maelstrom for, you know, extra dragon at the end step, but my plan is to go for Marang. Hopefully we are high enough that burn shouldn't kill us unless they stack a ton of it, and we have counter spells. Land. Land is nice, but we probably need to live without it. Okay, we got one. That's very good. So now let's go with Regent and start creating some pressure. And we probably will go with Dragonstorm. It feels like they have burn. There are no creatures and they have targets. But this is good value, man. I'm honestly scared. They can dish like 10-15 damage out of nowhere completely. I think I will just chill on this turn. We created a creature which is heavy investment for us, so let's not tap out more on this turn. That was too quick. I should pretend that I'm thinking about counterspell. Alright, we kill it while it's small. They can Monster Strike, but then they're getting what? +3, so it's only 1 mana Lightning Bolt, which is too weak for current mono red. So yeah. Land, probably a good discard target. So I could play Marang, attack with this, and then we have 14 damage. So we're 2 damage from lethal already. So that means I will probably cast... No, we will go for the Dragonstorm. This is basically a free card every time you play Dragon. So that's really nice. It also cycles... Oh, the counter spell, the first one. And now we can start being aggressive. So for the next turn we can go for Marang, especially if we draw a land, which means Marang into one of those. Because right now we can both counter a spell and also go for removal. And they probably won't target this until end of the game. I think honestly we're in a decent spot right now. It's kinda interesting they went for 0 like Offspring. Okay. Okay. And I think that's good. I think that's really good. We could just go for the Throat then, which seems like a safe option. Or we can go Marang. Do I want to go for this scenario? So I can play Marang, bounce this, then go for... So 4 damage, they go to 12, then we go this into Reef and we kill them. But we will be fully tapped. I don't like to play like this because I think we should have a way to close this game without risking them hitting a good card. We can always discard those lands. And we got Marang. The more you have, the more you have. Let's go for Lily. We get rid of the creature, so they actually did not make completely any progress in this turn. They lost a card. And we are getting more and more powerful, like the control mages should. So I'm pretty happy with this situation. I think we are closing this game. Bro, they're wasting remove. Oh, I love it. Liliana already did everything. They actually wasted the burn. They will never outvalue us. They can only try to, you know, out-tempo us and try to hit Lucky Win with lightning strikes and stuff. So this strategy of trying to go for Liliana is just not good. Like, I could defend her, but it's not worth it for us. Claw. Perfect Liliana target. If they go for haste, that means probably they don't have more plays. So we go like this. And you can see that they feel pressured and suddenly they are starting to unload all of the cards. And closer and... Oh, this Duress will be absolutely painful. They are trying to piece together the small last combo. And here it goes. Easy. Monstrous Rage doesn't do anything. And now they are out. However, we need some counter spells. Right now, against non-aggro decks, we have no counterplay. Like, legit no counterplay. This is an aggro deck, so we have counter... Well... Do I want? I could get some juicy region, but this is a two mana 1/1. So let's just take some value because we might go pretty low here. I hope I won't get mana screwed on 4 mana. Like, we absolutely need the 4th one. That's like the most important one. Okay. They don't have artifacts. We do not behold dragon. Don't show your dragons unless you have to. That's the rule of life. And here it goes. Here's the swamp, and this is what we needed. Right now we are in an extremely comfortable spot. If they spam the board, we just go for Regent and sweep the board. If they do nothing or something that isn't big, well, it is kinda a big card, but let's be honest, I cannot do anything about this one. At least not for now. No life gain. They need to take the damage themselves, but they have a payment, so we need to amp the pressure a little bit. This definitely feels like Rise the Past deck so far. So they probably have it. We need a counter spellman. Alright. I want those regents, they're pretty good. Oh, I was thinking exactly because of discarding this, I was like, will we ever get Hidetsugu? Probably not, right? And here it is, instantly. Liliana is okay, but she's not like amazing here. Like, she's just fine. You know, she's fine. We could try to go for Regent to prevent attacks and also force them to start defending a little bit so we can stack some damage. Or we can go Marang. No, I think this is a little bit better, especially that we can discard. So we will see. This could be a bad play. I usually don't play like this, but I think in this situation I need to be less controlish and more, you know, in your face-ish. Okay. I really like this card, man. Like, I wish we had more effects like this that are super meta. Oh man, I didn't expect a small Rise the Past, to be honest. But it's not too much damage, so there's that. And they can only take 2 creatures, so if we sweep the board, it's not as big of a value. But it's already starting to stack a little bit. Do you think they will block? So if we sweep first... oh, this is non-drag. I always forget about it, man. Okay, so this is better. We go for 2. You guys are not dragons. Be gone. As you should. And now the true Regent is, you know, regenting their face. Alright, so we will still take a lot of damage. I just want to point out that so far I killed every creature. They never attacked, and I'm at 9. Like, bro, please stop draining me with every card. No Rise, don't Rise me. Oh, they have Rise the Past. Oh, that's so bad. We might die. No, they even style on us because they have the combo, but they have 1 spare mana because it's 4. Okay, this is a little bit better. Gifting gives 3? Yeah, up to 3. You know what? Maybe? It doesn't kill us yet. Oh, it actually... yeah, I guess we are dead. We have ways, but we probably won't draw them. Oh boy, how can we do this? How can we do this? Well, I'm not sure if that's the play. Maybe we go for life gainers. But they can just play this and this. This will be 1 life gain, and we need to double block. That will be 3 damage. I don't think there's too much we can do here. I don't know. I will go with this. I don't think it matters too much. And of course we cannot attack. I think we're a little bit too slow. We just needed a few counter spells to counter those cures. But I think this was close, man. It looks like we got absolutely dunked on. But 1 counter spell on the second cure, and they would have absolutely nothing. Yep. I will give him good game. That was a cool one. Oh boy, drained to absolute oblivion. Alright, on the draw, but we have plenty of... men, look at this curve. 1, 2, 3, all removal spells. However, of course, we cannot go for the Exhale unless we draw a dragon. I thought we would draw a dragon. Let's go for the passage, and we'll see what we get. Jeskai. Well. Let's see. Let's crack it. I guess I will go for the island, because we already have swamps. And we can go double red. I should play Swamp. I didn't pay attention. We'll just take 1 damage, it's fine. So we could Exhale. Let's see the next drop. They will probably try to go into combat phase, but let's see. Maybe they have Tersa or something that they want to pump. Scholar. Alright. Not the scariest creature and good Liliana target, so maybe this is not bad for us. Well, that was... I should kill it faster. Alright. You got me. Let's go for this one. I was like, before combat they will not get value, but I forgot the triggers from every discard. But we let's say we are milling them, so they didn't get anything out of this. We could go for Lily on this turn, which seems like a decent choice. I'm a little bit scared of hasters. But if they have it, so be it. I mean, this is probably the best deal we'll get out of Liliana, and maybe we can force them to discard at some point. If they don't have good answer. They probably do, but you know, we need to try. Oh, yep, exactly. Alright. Tersa is insane. Man, red cards are insane right now. Alright, let's see. They have something for 1 mana, but do they have Harmonize?
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
This could be Helping Hand. What? So the only creature they can beg that is good is Legendary. So I think this is Helping Hand. We'll check their priority in a second. I definitely have to kill this. Oh, they have Steel, so this must be an instant. What is one? Torch the Tower. I think they play Torch the Tower. Alright, let's see. A little bit scary. I don't want to play Regent because we need to... Like, we're behind right now. And we need to stop being behind. And I want... Behold, a dragon. Even if they have Spell Pierce, they will still get one of the spells anyway. Because I want to go for the Throat as well later. Dispersal, but this will tap everything. I think this is worth it. Because we basically get rid of this creature, so it's like normal casting removal, but we also get rid of Surveil. And of course they can Helping Hand if they have the card. Alright, Fear of Missing Out is actually okay. This is something we can live with, and that was the priority. Alright, good. Now we know. Alright, this is important. So I have 2 ways to play this from now. I could go Regent and try to just block them, especially that they discarded Torch the Tower. The problem is that their creatures are insane, so it's very hard to contest them. But Regent is so hard to deal with, especially on low cards. Right, I will go for this play. Go Regent. I believe, show everyone that you are the true Regent, that you are unbeatable by those pesky red creatures. And let's see. I think they are playing like Oculus, you know, Helping Hand deck. This is usually the best version of those colors and this strategy. Alright. They got 3 cards. Bro, can I have a Cardo that is so good, but not for aggro decks? Like, I need to pay more. But at least we got, you know, Marang. Marang is like super cool card. So they can Harmonize, but they also only have 2 power on this one. So let's see, if they target Regent... Oh, you don't want to! Alright, this was a good turn. This was exactly as I hoped. Regent is so rough to remove, especially for red decks that usually need to double spell it. It's like 4 cards, man. Okay. Harmonize is sorcery. Do I want to be aggressive and just go for the kill? I think we will. I know, control player actually attacking. We will go for this. What counterplay they had before? Ephara's Dispersal. Right now they cannot use it. So you know what? Let's cast it. We will remove it. So we can do it as well right now, so they cannot use Harmonize. I think this is okay. We'll take 3 damage from Bitter Triumph. Sorry. This was intentional. And this is super important. Right, so they are drawing 1 card basically. Nothing we can do about it. unfortunately. Let's see the discard. This card is super important here. Alright. So they're basically cycling their hand from lands. That should mean that probably like at least 3 of those cards are good, and I expected them to have a good hand, but they actually didn't have it and they scooped, so I will take my win. And this is the final deck. This is what you have been seeing in the games, and you can see that we have 10 dragons, so Behold is very easy to do, and we even have the Dragonstorm just for those games when you are basically dead and they are waiting for the burn. So one of them, and you can always keep replaying dragons to get a little bit more value of this, and I think one is like the most you will need. And we have some shenanigans with Hidetsugu and Kairi. I really wanted to play this card. It's probably not very strong in this deck just because you don't have instants and sorceries, because counter spells are very bad with Hidetsugu, and our card advantage is either enchantments or creatures, and all of those cards cannot be casted with this. But I really want to use this card. Come on, we are playing Dimir Dragons, like when if not now? So yeah, this is absolutely the flavor win, but we try to make it work with Fabled Passage and the Maelstrom, so we can shuffle your library at least and get some value out of this. And guys, if you appreciate, making cool decks so we can, enjoy a bit more fresh standard than just mono red, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and you will get more cool decks like this, and it also shows me that you want to see cool decks, or otherwise we'll be playing mono red every day. Alright, it won't happen, but you get the idea. And before we wrap up, of course, our unsung heroes, patrons that allow us to make content daily for all of our entertainment. Really thank you guys, and I hope you're having a blast with some dragons in Tarkir, a dragon team set. I know, it's crazy. So thank you for helping us, to keep the flavor going instead of just swarm of mono red. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys, and with that, that's it for today, and see you guys tomorrow.